Hello, everybody. My name is Minju Kwak. I'm a geriatrician at McGovern Medical School.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sun Fu. I'm a faculty at McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics.
Today, we're going to discuss and introduce our project titled Detection of Adverse Drug Event Using NLP Among Older Adults with Heart Failure. First, we would like to briefly explain our project and aims. Heart failure is a disease of older adults. The prevalence of heart failure increases over time. The issue is that as our society is getting older, the number of older adults with heart failure will also sharply increase, putting a huge burden in our society. Older adults with heart failure take multiple medications that they were supposed to bring clinical benefits, but taking multiple medications also brought unexpected problems such as adverse drug events. To detect adverse drug events, multiple steps including identifying symptoms, reviewing the medical history, and prescription histories are necessary. However, the problem is that in a busy clinical encounter, it may not be feasible for the clinician to review the medical record thoroughly. Artificial intelligence technology, such as natural language processing method, is ideal in a thorough review of the patient's medical record. Indeed, there have been several natural language processing models identifying medications or symptoms of a patient, but they conduct a more single-dimensional work and lack consideration of complex medical decision-making process of detecting ADEs, or they are not specific to heart failure medications. Given those limitations and gaps, we propose a solution for this problem. We will leverage our prior experience in natural language processing algorithms development and incorporate guidelines of a shared decision-making process to eventually develop a comprehensive but specialized AI framework to detect adverse drug events from heart failure medications. The goal of this pilot project is first, to establish a gold standard definition and a corpus for heart failure patients with and without adverse drug events, and second, to develop and evaluate an AI model based on adverse drug events detection among older adults with heart failure.
And now we will explain what technology we're going to use and what's the proposed finished product. So first, in the M1, we will focus on establishing gold standard definition and corpus. We will use UT Physician's clinic EHR data. UT Physician is a multi-specialty outpatient clinic where physicians from UT Health sees patients. And after we apply eligibility criteria and patient screening process, we will establish the eligible cohort. The gold standard corpus will contain a manually annotated collection of text that will serve as reference for the model development. The corpus creation process will follow a standardized and reproducible process, such as our previous developed trust framework, including training, development of annotation guidelines, estimation of inter-annotator agreements, organize consensus meeting, and perform post-annotation adjudication. The annotation guideline will be developed by MPI Dr. Kwok based on literature review and widely used algorithms to detect adverse drug reactions. For this, now we will adapt and integrate 4 existing open source models, which is originally developed by our team. The goal is to integrating them into a collaborative and specialized NLP system for extracting heart failure-related ADE evidence. Those 4 models, including MedXM for medication extraction, MedTagger IE for symptom extraction, MedTime for temporal status identification, and MedContext for contextual classification. We will employ a post-hoc hybrid design to incorporate both domain-specific language model and rule-based information extraction model. The rule-based model will provide high explainability and customizability for high-stake tasks, such as medication and symptom extraction, while the domain-specific language model will handle tasks requiring more contextual understanding, such as temporal extraction and context classification. The extracted evidence displayed in the bottom right area will be organized at patient level and presented to clinicians for collaborative decision-making. As suggested by Human Aging Collaborative Framework, our design rationale is to reduce chart review time and present explainable, traceable, standardized evidence to support clinicians, geriatricians in their best decision-making for their patients. The final product will be an open source ADE extraction framework.
Thank you so much, and this is our contact information for any questions or further discussion.